Good morning, gorgeous ones. How are you today? You're looking fabulous. We're going to start on the mat. And coming into child's pose, having the feet together, the knees apart. Allow your forehead to come down to the floor. Now if it doesn't reach, little fist with the hands so your head can rest on your hands. Otherwise, let the arms reach forward with your fingertips, energy through the fingers, and slide your shoulders down your back. And take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. About 4 or 5 counts to breathe in. And about 6 or 7 counts to breathe out. One more. And then roll the hands back towards your knees, roll yourself up. Take the feet away from each other, the knees are hip bone distance, hands are underneath your shoulders, lift the heart towards the ceiling and drop the head, look towards your thighs, and then let the heart drop back towards the floor, look towards your fingers. So we're going into cat stretches. And again, heart towards the ceiling, look towards your thighs, and let the heart drop down towards the floor. 2 more. That rippling effect through the spine. Last one. And then finding that halfway point between those 2 tilts of the pelvis. Lengthen through the tailbone, shoulders slide back. One arm out in front, the other leg, opposite leg behind you. Float off the floor and hold. Reach through the fingers, reach through the front of the foot, trying not to twist the pelvis, keeping level. The heart's lifting towards the ceiling. Now slowly drop them down towards the floor, touch the floor and then lift them back up again. I'm going to do 3 of these on one side. Slowly drop and lift. Hold, reach through those fingers. Slowly drop and lift. Hold it steady, lifting out of the wrist, keeping the weight in your centre, and release them down. Staying steady, change sides. Float, reach through those fingers, reach through the front of the foot. Hold it steady, lifting out that opposite wrist. Abdominals are pulled in and up towards the ribs. Let the hand and the foot and the toe touch the floor and lift. Hold it steady, head stays in line with your spine. And again, touch the floor and lift. Reach long, fingers, toes. Last time, touch the floor and lift. And then release down. Come back into child's pose. Arms reach forward again. Let the wrist relax. Slow, deep breathing. And then hands come back towards your knees. Roll yourself up. Coming into a kneeling position. Bring the knees together. Lengthen through the crown of the head and take the hands out in front, palms face each other. Just lightly squeeze your glutes and then you're going to start to come back as if the tailbone is coming back, being drawn towards your heels. Take a deep breath in and come back up. And exhale, down you go, dropping the shoulders, open up the collarbone. And lift, coming back up from your chest. And again, coming down. And lift. 2 more. Last one. Staying in a long line from the knee to the hip to the shoulder. And then coming back up. Open up the hands out to the side. Soften the elbows. Take a deep breath in and turn. And exhale, come back. Other side, breathe in and turn. And exhale, come back. Do 2 more on each side, lifting out of the spine as you turn, softening the elbows. Last one on each side. Coming back to centre, take the hands into a triangle position, so the fingers, the first finger and the thumb are together, take them behind the head. Now I'm going to come down into a kneeling position, sitting on my heels, so you can see what I'm doing. So exhale as you push the hands up towards the ceiling, and inhale as you come back. Now you can be in this position or in the tall kneeling position, whichever you prefer. So again, exhale, push. Now you drive your shoulders down the back so they don't come with you. And inhale, elbows stay wide as you come back. Now if you find it quite hard to have the hands behind the head, bring them forward so they're on your forehead. It depends on how tight maybe you are in the pecs and the front of the chest. So imagine you're working through resistance, you're pushing something like a heavy boulder up a hill. Something that you do every day in life, of course. Or you're working against somebody pulling back your arms as you're trying to push forward. One more. Working just as hard as you bring the arms back. And then the hands come down by your side. Laying down on your floor. Coming onto your elbows, making a little fist with the hands. Think about where your heart is. Drop the heart down towards the floor. And then push the heart between your shoulder blades. And then again, drop towards the floor. And lift up towards your shoulder blades. One more, drop the heart to the floor. And lift up between your shoulder blades. Now keep it there between your shoulder blades. Slide them down your back. Abdominals in, nice and strong. Right leg, pick it up, little beats towards your glutes. So you're going to just do little pulses for 2. And then release, change legs. And again, switch legs. Now if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, as you kick, the opposite leg stays off the floor. So as you kick, the opposite leg stays off the floor. Now all the time you're thinking about your shoulders as well, because by now they're probably up by your ears and you've probably sunk between your shoulder blades. So think about where that heart is, lift it up towards the ceiling, between your shoulders, lengthen through the crown of the head. We can do one more on each side. Shoulders, abs, and release. Bring the legs together. Bring the hands down and around and rest them on your lower back. Turn your head. Let the cheek rest on the floor, let your elbows drop. Palm on top of palm, legs together. Bend the knees, 2 kicks. Now as the legs lengthen, the hands lift off the back and they reach towards your feet and you look in front of you. Open up your chest. Now turn the head to the other side, so the other cheek now lays down. Feet are down, elbows on the floor. Hands rest on your lower back. 2 kicks. Reach along with the feet, reach along with the hands, open up the chest, look in front of you. So this is your double leg kick. Now turn the head to the other side, so you're back where you started, elbows drop, 2 kicks. Now keep your pelvic bone on the mat as you kick and try and keep your hips down as well. So the less movement in the pelvis the better. Open up the front of the body, reach long with your fingers. Turn the head to the other side. Off you go again, 2 kicks. Watch the front of that body. Think about a rolled up towel. Imagine it's underneath your hips. Press your hips into that towel. And again to the other side. Reach and open. And the other side. Drop those elbows. And you do one more on each side. So if you imagine you've got some rope attached around your wrist and attached to your heels. Wherever the feet go, the hands go. Last one to the other side. And release and open. And then rest. Hands come to the floor. Come back up into child's pose. Toes together, knees away. Reach forward with your hands. Drive your shoulders down your back. And breathe. Nice and deep. back towards your knees, roll yourself up. Swing the feet around in front. Come further down the mat. Bring the legs out long in front of you. If you find that uncomfortable, then please bend your knees. We're going to have the legs together. Arms are going to come out in front of you. Lift them up towards the ceiling then. Palms face away. And then roll them back down in front of you. We're going to exhale and roll down away from the legs. Just taking the pelvis away from your thighs. Now I'm going to hold it here. So if you arch your back, you'll feel it in your back. So think about tucking under so the pelvic bone comes towards your chest. Palms towards the ceiling. Have the elbows in line with your shoulders. Bend the elbows. And then release. And again, bend. And release. Just touch your shoulders. You can either have your fingers to your shoulders, or you can make fists with your hands, whichever you prefer. You can do 2 more. Show us your biceps. And then take the arms out wide. Bring the hands together. Open them out wide. Bring them together. And again, you can have open hands or fists. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you open the hands. Shoulder blades come away from each other as you bring them together. 2 more. Make sure that back isn't arching, tucking under. Pull those abdominals in. Drop the shoulders. Hold. Release. Hands forward. Come back up. Lift the arms. Lovely. And then roll yourself back down. Ready to go again. Bicep curls. Bringing it in. Into 6. 2. 3. 3 more. See my belly rumbling then? That's my breakfast. Last one. I love it when that happens. Palms towards each other. Open the arms and come back in. And again. That's 3. You can do 3 more. Bend the knees if you want to. Last one. And lift from your chest. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Lovely. And then reach forward, lengthen. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And then roll yourself back up. Wonderful. You can do a little bit of twisting. So roll yourself back down halfway, taking the arms out in front. Now twist towards one side, palms towards the ceiling, bicep curls. Let's do 6. Yes, I know. 3 more. You can rest when you need to. Make sure your back's not arching. And then the arms are going to be wide. 1, 2. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Drop them down the back. 3 more. I can't speak. Last one. Ready to come back up? And lift the arms. Stretch. Oh, lovely. Reach forward. Just stretch for a moment. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Keep that gap underneath the chin so we're not hinging at the base of the neck. And then roll yourself back up. Ready to go to the other side? I knew you were. Roll yourself down and twist. Bicep curls. You ready? 1, 2. Keep those elbows in line with your shoulders. 3, 4. 2 more. 5. Hips stay level and steady. 6. Chest. Open. Come together. Lovely. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then release. You've done 3. You're going to do 3 more. Bend the knees if you want to. Keep that pelvis steady. 1 more. And then roll yourself up. Lift the arms. And then reach it forward. And then roll yourself down to the floor. Lengthen the legs away from you. Oh, lovely. Hands reach overhead. Stretch it out. And then slowly bring the hands back up towards the ceiling. Bring the right knee in. Hug it in towards you. And release it. Change legs. Hug the knee in towards you. Just below the knee. Try not to press on the knee joint. Release the foot onto the floor. Bring the other leg in. Roll yourself up into shoulder bridge. The ankles are practically underneath the knees. Drop the rib cage. Hips are level. Squeezing the glutes slightly. and then roll yourself back down. And again, rolling yourself up, rolling through that spine. Hips at level. You squeezing those glutes slightly, sucking the shoulders back into the mat. Allow the ribs to drop to the floor. And then roll yourself back down. And one more, rolling through. Chin stays gently tucked into the back of the neck, stays long. This time we're going to add a heel lift, alternating on each side. If you're happy doing that and you can stay steady, pick the whole foot off the floor. So doing 5 on each side. Try and keep those hips up in line with your shoulder. You can do one more on each side. Stay with the heel lift if you want to, so the toes stay down. And then hold it steady, squeeze the glutes, lengthen through the knees. And as you lengthen through your sit bones, come back down. Feet and knees stay together, drop to the right hand side, turn the head to the left. Come back together, change sides. And again, twist to the other side. And twist. One more on each side. Lovely. And then come back to centre, roll over onto your side, use your hands to push you up, come over back onto those hands and knees. Take the hands wider than the mat. Come into a press up position either on your toes or on your knees. 3 press ups. Off you go. Head stays in line with your spine. Don't drop that head. Keep the back of the head towards the ceiling. And then roll over onto your side. The knees stay stacked, the feet stay stacked. Lift the hand up towards the ceiling. If that's too much for your shoulder, come down onto your elbow. That's your modification if you want to. Otherwise you're up here on your hand. Push your hand just underneath your shoulder. Oh, don't do that. And then bring it back down. Come back to your 3 press ups. Off you go. Head stays in line with your spine. Think of the back of the head pressing towards the ceiling. And then you're going to roll over onto your other side. So you can be looking at my bum for a moment and my back. Lucky people. Reach those fingers towards the ceiling. Head stays in line with the spine. Elbow if you need to. Come back down. Last time, 3 press ups. Focus on your form. If the form starts to go, you rest until you can come back again. Otherwise you're just reinforcing bad movement habits. Hand comes back down. Last time for your press ups. Did I say it last time? Last time? Last time. Last one. Honest, last one. Honest, injured. So if you're doing your full press ups, you'd be here with that side position. Your legs would be lengthened. The top leg in front. And then come back down. Come back into child's pose. Let that lower back release. And breathe nice and slow and deep. Put the hands back to the knees. Roll yourself up. Itchy nose. Bring the hands together into that prayer position by your chest. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Push your sit bones, ground them into the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. And breathe in. And exhale. And breathe in all the positive energy. And exhale. Lovely. And again, last one. And push the hands up towards the ceiling. Watch them go. Pressing the fingertips together. Reaching for the ceiling. Lifting out of the chest. Lifting out of your sit bones. Push the hands away, lengthen through your fingers, coming down to the floor. Reaching over, stretching the side, soften the elbows, push the sit bone into the floor. Come back and change sides. And again, one more on each side, reaching over. And last one on the other side, keeping those sit bones grounded. And coming back to centre. Hands rest on your thighs and just roll your shoulders. And come back the other way. Lovely. Well done, guys. Good work. If you get time, repeat the exercise, repeat the routine. If not, it's not the end of the world. You can always do it another day or repeat it later on in the day. Take care, and I hope you have a great day. And just keep smiling. Helps relax the jaw and just relaxes all the muscles in the face and just makes you look a whole lot better when you smile. And everybody will smile back in return. Have a fantastic time today. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.